Okay, so we'll make this part two of the dirt. On the last video, I talked about the camping at the end of it. I probably should cover food drops. So I did 9 food drops. Um, Obviously, I've retired. Time isn't a real issue for me, so I had plenty of time to meander my way through the Alps, putting in food drops and picking them up now finished. You can do it with a lot less, obviously. The more you do, the easier it is. So I did one at Canberra, Thredbo, the Cobras, Benambra Road, Omeo Highway near Mount Wills, Hotham, Camp Creek below Speculation, Low Saddle and Fiddler's Green, which meant that I never carried more than 4 or 5 days food. Sometimes I was only carrying 2 days food. Just makes it easier and more enjoyable, I think. But, having said that, I've got a high clearance 4-wheel drive. I wouldn't advise. I was in at Mount Speculation yesterday at Camp Creek, and that road is getting very, very rough. So unless you've got a high clearance 4-wheel drive, I wouldn't advise going into that one for starters. But there are other options through the Barry Mountains. There's a few options, but you're close to Hotham. If you want to top up your food from the track, your only options are the supermarket at Thredbo. So there's a fairly well-stocked supermarket, although it's not really stocked for with walking food, but you can make do, or you can top up with bars and things. And there's a chemist at Thredbo too. If you need to buy some, swabs or something, you can get something. You can get the chemist is open, but just check on the opening days. I don't think it's open every day out of season. The other one is a small supermarket at the General in Davenport Village at Hotham. Once again, out of season, there's not a lot. You need plenty of biscuits and grog and, there'll be noodles and things like that, but not a lot of, there's no bushwalking food as such, but you could probably top up your supplies a little bit at the General. I stay at the General normally when I'm in Hotham, just because I like it there. They look after walkers, they look after Alpine Track people. They'll also look after your food there. Sam brought my food to Hotham, but they'll also you can do a food drop there and they'll look after it for you. Mobile phones. I'm not going to go through now I'm with Telstra. So if you're not with Telstra, if you're Vodafone or Optus, this is useless advice. But if you're with Telstra, it's not actually that bad, the coverage. It's better than I thought it'd be. Basically, if you're near a ski resort, you're going to say you got Selwyn, Charlotte's Pass, Perisher, Thredbo, then you come Guthaga, then you come down, you got Falls and Hotham and Buller and then right down to Bawbaw. Any of those ski resorts you're gonna get service, and you're gonna probably be able to get on the internet. In between those spots, I was getting service probably at least every 2 days. Most of the time I got it every day from High Point, but sometimes I'd have to wait 2 days. However, it wasn't always good enough service that I could get on the net, so I couldn't always check the weather or something like that. I could generally get a phone call away maybe, or maybe a text, but yeah, the closer you are to ski resorts, the more reliable and more powerful the internet is, or the signal is. More chance you have of getting on and checking weather or whatever you have to do, check your emails or whatever you want to do. So yeah, surprisingly good with Telstra, but yeah, there'll still be black spots. Okay, lastly in the dirt, logistic kind of things about the AAWT. So this is a tough track, like I've alluded to. There's a lot of climbing involved and some rough walking. Having said that, I didn't do any, and I'm in my late 50s, and I'm not exactly thin. I didn't do any special fitness work. I just did a lot of walking basically, and I always do a lot of walking. So I'm kind of match fit, if you know what I mean, but I didn't do any special cardio or anything for this walk. My pack was around 17 kilos with about 4 or 5 days food and about 2 litres of water. So the pack weight was pretty good. And I think that's the key to it. Keep your pack weight as low as you can within safety considerations and comfort considerations. I do a little bit of like old man weights with dumbbells and a bit of core work at home. I'm not in a gym or anything. I just do stuff at home. So I have got a little bit of fitness about me. But you know, I'm not super fit, that's for sure. I started the walk at around 110 kgs and finished probably at around 102, and I'm probably back up to 104 now, 105, but that's all right, it's not too bad. I tend to eat fairly healthily on the track, so I'm not really one of those people that wants to pop into a supermarket and buy, you know, some Fruit Loops for breakfast. I tend to eat oats and dried fruit, and I supplement with protein powder, and you know, make sure I'm getting enough sodium and potassium, so electrolytes are important sometimes, depending on how hard I'm going. I do, at my age, I do look after myself a little bit, compared to when I was in my 30s and 40s. But I mean, yeah, if you're young, you'll get away with anything, I suppose. And it's I think it was, what, 4.5 weeks for me, 5-6 weeks for some people. You know, you can probably get away with almost anything as long as you get the calories in, and then just fix yourself up when you get home on this one. It's not like a 3,000 kilometre long trail in America or a 3,000 mile long trail. I got away with it really well as far as injuries. I started with a really sore, I think it was my right toe. I can't even tell you which toe it is now. Big toe. It had ingrown toenail. And that's come good on the trip, thankfully. It must have kind of grown out a bit. I did tweak my left quad. So this quad here, coming down off the Viking. For anyone that's walked the Viking, it's very steep. It's coming down southbound. You're probably looking at almost a 45-degree angle. And it's loose gravel, and my right leg slipped and my left leg took up the weight, and it just tweaked the muscle. And then I kind of managed it okay. I had some anti-inflammatories. I had them, and then it came good. But the trouble is, every day if I tripped or anything and this leg took a little bit more unexpected weight than it was you know, I was planning on, it'd tweak it again. So it was only the last day or two of the walk that I actually didn't manage to tweak it, and I got through okay. Now I've been home for, it's now a week after I got home pretty much. It's come good. So it'll be fine for the Hyson in a few weeks. Look, that's the dirt on the AAWT. If there's any questions, just put them in the comments, and I'll do my best to get back to you. Yeah, because I certainly haven't covered everything. I suppose the bottom line is I'm nothing special. I'm just an old bloke who plods along. So it's pretty well doable for most fit people with a bit of experience. It's a doable track, and it's a stunning walk. All right, as far as the vlog goes, I'm as you see this, I'm probably already on the Hyson Trail. I'll start posting, once I can get some of those videos edited, I'll start posting them. Probably be a couple of other videos pop up in the next couple of days, and then the Hyson will start in about 5 days, I guess, once I've got a few built up. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy if you enjoyed the Australian Alps walking track vlog, hopefully you'll enjoy the Hyson Trail vlog. Anyway, thanks for watching. Catch you next time.